Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. I'm about to show you exactly what you need to do to safely buy and store your Bitcoin. I promise this video will be the only thing you have to watch to get started investing. I'll go over step by step and make it as easy as possible because I know it can be tricky and definitely intimidating. I wish I would have seen a video like this when I first started out. I've been investing into cryptocurrency since 2017 when Bitcoin was extremely complicated to learn and was only $1,800. Bitcoin being around $40,000 now should show you the potential it has. Now there's two different sites you're going to use to get started. These two sites are all you need. The first site is Coinbase, link is in the description. This is where you buy and sell your Bitcoin. This is where 99% of people who invest in a cryptocurrency buy and sell. Very convenient, very easy to use. Now, I'm going to be re-saying a lot of things because I know it can be a lot at first. So what you're going to do is make your Coinbase account and then you're going to click buy. Then you're going to verify your payment method, whether it's credit card, debit card, bank account. And when you click this button, I'm not going to show for obvious reasons. It would show my bank information. But when you click this, it's going to send two different dollar amounts to your bank. Then you type those in and that verifies that your bank, that it's actually your card. You're the owner of the card. So let's say you want to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin. So remember, so far, all we've done is make an account and we clicked buy and then we bought $100 worth. So that's where we're at right now. So now what happens? Now you'd go to your wallet and it would say $100 worth of Bitcoin right here. You can see all the different times, right? $500, $2,000, $9,000. You can see all the different times I had money buying Bitcoin, right? So let's say you bought $100. Now, what do you do with it? Well, there's two different options. You can send it to your cold wallet, which is Exodus, which is the second site we're talking about, or you can keep it on here. You could just keep it in your wallet, but I do not recommend that. What if Coinbase gets hacked? What if Coinbase shuts down? What if their servers are offline? What happens to your Bitcoin? You can't access it. This is why Coinbase is considered a hot wallet, because it's online. Exodus is a cold wallet. This is unhackable. The only person that can log in and get in my account is someone who has the 12 words. It's a 12-word phrase, 2FA, it's backed up. It is literally unhackable. The only way someone could get in this wallet is if they broke into my house, found the 12-word phrase, typed it in, and then sent it to their wallet. That's the only way, because you're only allowed to be logged in on one device per account at one time. So you're going to download Coinbase. This is so important right here. This is probably the most important part of the video. You're going to download Coinbase, and you see right here where it's going to say, go to settings, click on settings, and then it's going to go to backup. So settings, backup. Download Coinbase, you go to settings right here, and then click backup, and then you're going to make a 12-word phrase. It's going to send you 12 different words. You write these words down on a piece of paper and put them somewhere that no one's going to find it, because that is how you access your account. If your computer crashes, if your computer breaks, you can re-download Exodus, type those 12 words in, and your account could end up somewhere else as well. That's how amazing this is. So let's say your computer gets stolen. Let's say your computer crashes, or maybe you lost it. Whatever the case is, you can download Exodus on a whole nother computer, type the password and type the 12-word phrase, and all your Bitcoin is still fine and dandy. Now, you also want to make sure you have a password, and it's honestly necessary to have a cold wallet to store it. So how do you get your Bitcoin to this wallet, you ask? This is exactly how. Now, remember when I said you bought your Bitcoin, you have $100 here? Now, let's say you wanted to sell it to your bank account. This is before we even send it to Exodus. Let's just say you bought Bitcoin. You didn't want to go, you said, this isn't for me. So what would you do? right? You already bought it. Now you're going to sell it. So you would go over to click buy sell. You would click sell, and now it's going to show your Bitcoin, and you're going to deposit it to cash. Now, you do have a cash, essentially a little bank account on Coinbase. It's right here. It's US dollar. So you're going to sell your Bitcoin. You would sell $100 worth of Bitcoin, and it would deposit it to cash. So you would push this button, and it would say $100 is your balance right here in dollars. Then you would go over, click that, and you would withdraw $100, and it would go to your PayPal instantly. Now let's go over that one more time. You would click sell. You would go right here. Remember, sell. You would put in $100 or maybe $50. You only wanted to sell half of it. $50. You would push sell. It's going to go to your US dollar wallet. You click on the US dollar wallet, and then you can withdraw it to your bank account or whatever PayPal, whatever bank you have linked. Now, what if you wanted to send it to your Exodus wallet? Well, this is what you do. You push send and receive. Now, this is probably the trickiest part of cryptocurrency is sending it and receiving it. So I'm really going to try to make this part easy for you. Now, you have $100 worth of Bitcoin, right? So you can only send $100. So you would go to pay with, see where it says Bitcoin Cash? That is not Bitcoin. That's a different type of Bitcoin. Now you want to make sure it says BTC because that's what you're buying. That's what you have is Bitcoin. So you would go to BTC, then you would go to your Exodus wallet. Remember, you have your Exodus, you would push receive. So you would go to Exodus, you would go to wallet, and then you push receive. So see how I have $8,500 in Bitcoin? I would push receive. Then I would copy this address because this is my Bitcoin address. Everyone has a Bitcoin address. So when you go to your Exodus wallet, you would push receive. I copied this address. Now I go back to Coinbase and I would paste it right here. So I'm sending $100 of Bitcoin to this address, which is here. So then I would push send. It's not going to let me do it right now because I don't have $100 in here. But I would push send, and then $100 would show up in my Exodus wallet. Right here, it would say $100 USD. Now, you can even transfer to other coins. If anyone's heard of Ethereum, you can exchange Bitcoin to Ethereum. Same type of thing. $100, you would type in $100 right here. You could transfer it, and you would get $100 worth of Ethereum instead. Now, here's another thing. What if you wanted to send... What if you have your Bitcoin in Exodus and you wanted to cash out? How do you do that? Let's say you wanted to put money. Let's say you made a good stable amount of money and you wanted to cash out a little bit. Let's say you had $100. It turned into like $300. And you wanted to cash out $150, right? You're doing good. You already doubled your money. Or tripled your money. You want to cash out half of it. So you would do this. You would go to Coinbase, right? Because this is where you're going to be selling it to. So you would go to Coinbase and see right here where it said sell. Now we're going to go to receive. Remember, buying and selling is here. Sending, receiving is here. You're going to go to receive. And this is, remember, go to Bitcoin. This is your Bitcoin address. See where it said Bitcoin Cash first? It won't let you send Bitcoin to Bitcoin Cash. That's why also I like Exodus, because cryptocurrency, if you send it to the wrong address, you're screwed, right? But Exodus won't allow you to send to a wrong address. Other wallets can do that and your money's gone. There is no Bitcoin police. There's no bank of Bitcoin. You're screwed. But Exodus has that safety feature, and that's excellent for beginners. So what you're going to do is push. Let's go back. So, okay, so you go to Bitcoin, right? Because you're receiving Bitcoin. Then you push copy paste because this is your address. Then you would go to Exodus. You'd push send. I would paste it here, and then I could send my $150. And I could actually send this right now because I have enough money to do that. I would push send, and then there would be $150. Remember how the same thing as when we bought the $100. it would be in Bitcoin. It would say 150. And then we can go to sell. We would sell the $150 to US dollars. And then the US dollars would be right down here. Well, let's go to portfolio. The US dollars, then it would say $150 right here. Then you click on that, withdraw it to your bank account or your PayPal. That is how you buy, sell, send, and receive Bitcoin. There's also cool little sites you can use like Prev.com, where if you wanted to see how much Bitcoin is $500 or $5, you could do this. So you could do 500 US dollars is 0.013 Bitcoin. Or you can say how much is 2 Bitcoin, and it's $72,000. You can do that to get an idea on, let's say, because it's kind of hard to do that on Coinbase. Maybe you don't want to log in and do the 2FA. Maybe just real quick, you wanted to see what Bitcoin's price was, because it also has a live updater of its price, and you don't have to go through and log into Coinbase. Or you just want to, maybe you're thinking about your next paycheck, you wanted to invest $250, and you wanted to see how much that is. So it's a great tool to use. I use this a lot as well. So just to recap a little bit, you make your Coinbase account, links in the description. I'll put the link to Exodus as well. So these two sites. So you make your Coinbase, set up your bank account. You can buy Bitcoin. Remember, when you buy it, it's going to go to your Bitcoin wallet. When you sell it, it goes to US dollars. Then you can withdraw to your bank account. I recommend when you buy it, you're going to send it. So Bitcoin, you'd go to buy. You'd send it to your Exodus wallet. Remember how you send it? It would go here and you would have to receive it. So you would copy this. So then you would go over to send, paste the address in, send the Bitcoin. It ends up here. And then you can store your Bitcoin here forever. Now remember though, if you're going to keep this wallet, go over to settings, go to backup, get your 12-word phrase. That is how your wallet is secured. That is how your wallet is unhackable. And remember, if you wanted to cash out, you could push send from Exodus, but you would have to send it to this wallet. So you push send and receive, go to Bitcoin, click your address, because that's where you're sending it to, send, and then you would paste the address and send however much Bitcoin you need. That is how you buy, sell, send, and receive Bitcoin. If you have any other questions, you can comment on this video. I tried to make this as user-friendly, as easy as possible. I explained everything. If you need to rewind this video, you can do it. Hopefully you don't even have to do that, because I tried to really just explain everything thoroughly. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. So if you are someone that's looking to invest into Bitcoin, make sure you only invest as much as you're willing to lose. I don't want you spending your entire paycheck. Just because Bitcoin's exploding doesn't mean that it's always going to explode. It has been going extremely well right now, but there's probably going to be a correction. It's not going to go to $100,000 overnight, so don't feel like you have to get it all right now. And if you've never invested before, I recommend watching some investing channels. Like mine, I talk a lot about precious metals. I talk a lot about investing in general. And if you are looking to become an investor, just try to understand the markets. Understand what Bitcoin is. There's a lot to Bitcoin, but it's really not as intimidating as people think. People just don't take the time to learn it. If you watch a couple of YouTube videos, then I promise you're going to be much more successful than someone who just buys it without even knowing what they're doing. Right? That's gambling. There's a difference between investing and gambling. So, like I said, Coinbase, download or click the link in the description, set up your Coinbase account. Also, download Exodus. If you want to do this from a mobile phone, you can download the Coinbase app on Android or iOS, and Exodus isn't on mobile, so you would go to Jaxx, Jaxx. Go to the Jaxx wallet, and that's where you can do what I was saying on mobile devices. Exodus is only for computers. The Jaxx wallet is what I recommend if you're using a mobile phone, and it's essentially the same thing. On Jaxx, you're going to have a send and receive for Bitcoin. You would send it to your Jaxx wallet, and you could send it back to Coinbase. So it's pretty much that, right? That's how most sites work. Be careful, though, with where you're buying it from. Cryptocurrency, like I said, there's no Bitcoin police. There's no Bank of Bitcoin. There's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of ways people take advantage of new investors because they know that they're pretty much SOL if they mess up. So make sure you only use these two sites at first. Don't go off to some random buying Bitcoin off individuals for set prices or trying to buy someone off PayPal or off, Reddit or Craigslist. Don't do any of that. Please don't do any of that. More than likely, you're going to get scammed and lose all your money. Only use these two sites, Coinbase and Exodus, or Jax if you're using a mobile phone. Hopefully, I explained everything you need to know. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe. I post a lot of investing videos every day. This was Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a successful journey with Bitcoin. See you guys soon. Peace.